everyone, it's Mark here from Smart ASMR, and today we're going to be doing another NFL ASMR video. This is going to be a purely whispered video, and we're going to be talking about some individual player records. We'll be doing a lot of offensive player records, some defensive ones, along with some special teams ones as well. The first individual player records we're going to be going over are passing touchdowns. The most passing touchdowns in an individual game is 7, and that's been done by 8 different quarterbacks. The first quarterback to do that was Sid Luckman during the 1943 season. He was playing for the Chicago Bears, and in that game, they defeated the New York Giants 56-7. The most recent 7-touchdown passing game by an individual quarterback was in 2015 by Drew Brees. In that game, he helped the New Orleans Saints defeat the New York Giants 52-49. That's such a high-scoring game. Imagine if they ended up losing that game. The most passing touchdowns in a season is by Peyton Manning during the 2013 season. He threw 55 touchdown passes during his year with the Denver Broncos. The most rookie season passing touchdowns was set by Baker Mayfield in 2018. He threw 27 touchdowns for the Cleveland Browns. The most passing touchdowns in a career is 547 currently by Drew Brees, and he's still going, so it'll be exciting to see how high he gets that record to go. That's been done from the 2001 through the 2019 seasons, so he's played 19 seasons so far. So now that we talked about individual passing touchdown records, I want to talk about interception throwing records. So, the most interceptions thrown in a game was 8, and that was by Jim Hardy during the 1950 season. He was playing for the Chicago Cardinals, and they lost to the Philadelphia Eagles 45-7. The most thrown in a season was 42 by George Blanda during the 1962 season. And the funny thing about this is that the Houston Oilers still won 11 of their 14 games. The most interceptions thrown by a rookie was 28 by Peyton Manning during the 1998 season. He started off a little bit raw, I guess, but as we know, he progressed to be one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, definitely in the top 10. The most career interceptions thrown is 336 by Brett Favre. He liked to throw a lot of 50-50 balls and take chances, which was a good thing a lot of the times, but also, you're going to be on the other end of the coin with that sometimes too. So, when you take chances like that, and you play in the league for so long, it's unfortunate, but you're going to end up with a record like that. Next, we'll be talking about the individual passing yard records. The most passing yards in a game is 554, and this was set by Norm Van Brocklin during the 1951 season. They ended up beating the New York Yanks 54-14, and he was a part of the Los Angeles Rams. This is a really good record because the next closest was 527 yards, so he has 27 more yards than any other quarterback in an individual game. The most passing yards in a season is 5,477 by Peyton Manning during his terrific 2013 season. This was the same season where he also threw those 55 touchdown passes like I said earlier. The rookie passing yard record is 4,374 yards, set by Andrew Luck of the Indianapolis Colts during the 2012 season. And the career passing yard record is 77,416 yards by Drew Brees during his 2001 through 2019 career. And he's still playing, like I said earlier, so he's going to add to that as well. Now we're going to be talking about the individual rushing touchdown records. The most rushing touchdowns in a single game was done by Ernie Nevers. He had 6 rushing touchdowns during the 1929 season. He played fullback back then, which was implemented into the offense a lot more than it is now. He scored all 40 points in that game in a 40-6 victory over the Chicago Bears. He played for the Chicago Cardinals that game. The season rushing touchdown record is 28 touchdowns by LaDainian Tomlinson. This was when he played for the San Diego Chargers during the 2006 season, where he had a phenomenal year. The rookie rushing touchdown record is 18 touchdowns, which was set by Eric Dickerson during the 1963 season. He was a part of the Los Angeles Rams. And finally, the career rushing touchdown record is 164 touchdowns, which was set by Emmitt Smith. He played from the 1990 through the 2004 seasons. Next, we'll be talking about the most rushing yards. The most rushing yards in a game is 296, set by Adrian Peterson during the 2007 season. In that game, the Vikings defeated the Chargers 35-17. The most rushing yards in a season is 2,105, which was set by Eric Dickerson during the 1984 season, which was his second year in the league. He also holds the rookie rushing yard record with 1,808 yards, which he set during the 1983 season. The most career rushing yards was set by Emmitt Smith with 18,355 yards, so he currently holds the rushing yard title and the rushing touchdown title as well. Now we'll be talking about the total touchdown records. The most touchdowns in a game is 6, which was done 3 times. Once, like I said earlier, by Ernie Nevers of the Chicago Cardinals during the 1929 season. It was also done by Dub Jones of the Cleveland Browns during the 1951 season, and by Gale Sayers of the Chicago Bears during the 1965 season. The most touchdowns in a season is set by LaDainian Tomlinson with 31 during his 2006 season with the Chargers. The rookie total touchdown record is Sayers during the 1965 season, and the most career total touchdowns is 208, and that's set by the ageless Jerry Rice. He played 20 seasons in the NFL from the 1985 season through the 2004 season. Next, talking about points scored. The most scored in a game is 40, again set by Ernie Nevers in that Chicago Cardinals 1929 game. The most points scored in the season is 186, which was done by LaDainian Tomlinson during his 2006 season with the Chargers. The rookie season record is set by Cody Parkey with 150 points. He's a kicker. You probably remember him from the double doink game in the 2018 season playoffs for the Bears. He played for the Eagles at the time when he set this record during the 2014 season. The career touchdown record is set by Adam Vinatieri. He has 2,637 points, and he's been playing in the league for 24 seasons. He's 47 years old, and right now he's a free agent, but he still wants up another year. So I hope to see a team pick him up so he can play his 25th season and add on to that record he has. The most seasons played by an individual player is 26, and that was done by George Blanda. He played quarterback. He played from the 1949 through the 1958 seasons, along with the 1960 through the 1975 seasons. He was 48 years old when he retired, and he played in 4 decades of the NFL, which is really crazy to think about. The most games ever played by a player is 382, and that was done by Morton Anderson, who was a kicker. He played from the 1982 through the 2007 seasons, and he retired when he was 47 years old. The longest field goal is 64 yards, set by Matt Prater during the 2013 season. He was a member of the Broncos, and it happened when they were playing the Titans. Now we're going to talk about some defensive records, and we'll start off with sacks. The most individual sacks in a game is 7, set by Derek Thomas during the 1990 season as a member of the Chiefs. They actually ended up losing this game 16-17 to the Seahawks. The most sacks in a season is 22.5, set by Michael Strahan during the 2001 season for the New York Giants. The rookie sack record in a season is 14.5, set by Javon Curse. He was a member of the Titans during that 1999 season. And the career sack record is 200, set by Bruce Smith, and he played from the 1985 through the 2003 seasons. Next up, we'll be talking about interception records. The most interceptions in a game is 4, which was done by 19 different players, but the most recent was D'Angelo Hall during the 2010 season, in which he played for the Redskins. He intercepted Jay Cutler of the Bears 4 times, all in the first half. most interceptions in a season is 14 by Dick Nitrain Lane. This was during a 12-game season for the NFL too, so that's crazy to think. Imagine if he would have played in 16 full games. We could have maybe even been talking about 20 interceptions if that were to happen. But he played for the Los Angeles Rams, and that was also during his rookie season. So he holds the rookie interception record as well. And the most career interceptions is 81 by Paul Krauss. He played from the 1964 through the 1979 seasons. So he played 16 NFL seasons. And he was a safety for the Redskins and Vikings throughout his career. Finally, we'll be talking about the return records. The kick and punt return record holder is Devin Hester. He has 19 total, which he had 14 punt returns, which is the punt return record, and 5 kick returns throughout his career. And the kick return record is set by Josh Cribbs and Leon Washington. They both have 8 kick returns throughout their career. Alright, so that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed another NFL ASMR video. Let me know if you'd like to see more of these kind of videos. Thank you for watching,